We're back to the colony. Obviously, they've gotten themselves set up, had survived several dangerous illnesses. Now, they're working to finish what they started. As they work diligently, unfortunately, some of the animals appear to not be doing so well. Horus, the ancient stag, has unfortunately come down with the flu. Everybody is deeply bothered by this. They're not even sure if there are other ancient stags in the world. These beasts of burden harken back to the days when they were still high elves. So needless to say, they are protective. Only a few more chunks left to go. In the meantime, they are going to go ahead and continue onwards. With a stonecutter's table finally built, they can go ahead, begin crafting some necessary but perhaps unexpected items. But first comes tending to the animals. Shearing their wool, collecting their milk. They're all proud when the first stone blocks are collected. Visitors arrive. Not something that they particularly care too much about. Though they do have things to trade, which might be worthwhile. So they find their power growing. They see what there is to trade. Not a lot, unfortunately. They go ahead and trade the shellfish that they still have. They are doing quite well in the realm of pemmican. And indeed, even have some simple meals. But they are eternally hopeful that they can progress even further. They finally take a chance to clean. The fires seem to have gone out, but that is of little consolation. The only things that they truly had to worry about were the carts that they still have to break down for resources. And their small farm. They deem to go ahead and take care of a few of the boulders that they've collected while mining. Still so much to do and so little time to do it in. The anima tree seems to have grown to a new level. The grass is rich and fertile. They care little. It is of little used to them at the moment. Because they have something much more important to tend to. They call out to the gods, asking for Lentel to guide Ithil from here forth. And in the brief ceremony, it appears that they have gained her favor. This is a great weight off of everybody's shoulders. And the first step to grander plans. But the group are so busy all of the time. Strangely, a group of donkeys had joined the colony. Not unwelcome, but definitely unexpected. The group worries about Camisa and Sheila. They're growing ever closer to pregnancy, to birth. New life. New members after so long of just watching their people dwindle. War horns sound as a group of Arctic wolves come to the colony. Everybody comes to arms. But thankfully, despite their ramshackle and hasty defenses, they're able to quickly deal with this incoming threat. They range far from their home. A place to put the animals who are already rotten. The water will not only help the animals in the ocean, but will allow the group to make sure that the stench of decay does not cling to them. Sheila begins to give birth. Everyone holds their breath. Will this be an easy birth? Ithel wrings his hands in worry. Within their teepee, Sheila moans in agony. Finally, proper labor begins. Just in time for a raid. Armed members, heavily armed members at that, of House Oswin approach. And lo, a baby is born. They will name her Red Alpaca for now, though they do reserve the right to change their minds. They come, but Camisa is not worried. Her summoned wolves make quick work of the enemies. Though she cannot maintain them for long, it is enough. One of them flees. Camisa immediately sees to Red Alpaca. They think, perhaps, a better name is in order. At the moment cannot think of one. Such a fussy baby. They have so much food. They kill the turtle that had been making its place inside of their home. The downside to having left the door open. They prepare a new stockpile. After moving after moving the table. It may not be much now, but it is progress. I also recognize that they are going to need more wood. Never-ending problem here. But the excitement over what's about to happen. It thrills them. The first plans are in place of a new glorious future. But with that, they know that they have to do a lot more work. An ally needs help. Asking the group to hold somebody and keep them in good spirits for 17 days while they're doing good on food. Luxuries are not something that they have right now. And as much as they would love to, they cannot. Kamisa works herself until she's starving. But in time, all is good. They continue to grow more powerful in magic. Andriel uses a bit of her power to guarantee that food will last as long as possible. Slowly, the temperature lowers until finally, freezing happens. Soon. Oddly, a boomalope, self-tamed, all by its lonesome. How unusual. No matter. The group spins a little bit, gorging themselves before finally getting back to work. The cooking table is almost complete. And completed under the auspicious laughter of a child. They set to work quickly, cleaning, but that will be important here soon. For now, they're content to allow their stocks of pemmican to lower. The timber shroom is growing nicely. The visit by the war merchant is not unexpected, but not unappreciated either. However, they have little to offer. And they have little to offer in return. They sell another crustacean. Though, to be honest, the hyenas are tempting. Camisa always did love hyenas. She called them puppy kitties. The others put up with such oddities. As the animals come down with a case of the flu, they try and tend to them quickly. The lightning of the thunderstorm thankfully did not do too much damage. That is not a guarantee. Especially as the rain stops, leading to yet another wildfire. They get to work beating out the fires as best they can. Trunka, getting perhaps a little too zealous in getting burned for his efforts. On the other side of this cave system, it's fine. But here, not so much. As annoying as it is and exhausting as it is, they continue to work. They do not want the old battle site to be destroyed. They do have plans for it, after all. The boomalope that had tamed begins to decide that maybe they aren't showing it enough attention. Quite honestly, nobody really cares. At best, boomalopes are a nuisance. Everybody begins to gather for Kamisa's birth. She's gone into labor, and she is, quite honestly, exhausted from the previous night's efforts. Just a little bit longer, Camisa. You can hold on. The intense pain gives way to a healthy birth. They decide to name the child Kagu. Again, they are more concerned with ensuring that the child is okay before concerning themselves with whether or not it has a good name. Shelia goes ahead and finishes the seeding while the children are well cared for. It would be nicer to breastfeed them while making sure that you have a stool that is free. Everybody has a moment of, oh, well, this place is part of our home now, before they realize, wait, this is outdoors. Why am I doing this again? A mare goes mad. As there is yet another thunderstorm. Quickly, everybody once again gets to work. As Tranco once again burns himself, trying to set out the fires. While Tranca's enthusiasm is appreciated, it is perhaps just a little misplaced. Tranca once again sets himself on fire. People are starting to wonder what exactly is going on with Tranca on fire. But right now they have not enough time to concern themselves much with it. The group, quite frankly, is getting tired of all of the forest fires. They're beginning to wonder if this is Bryn, the sun god's punishment somehow, though they aren't quite sure how. In order to boost their spirits, Shelia and Ithil are wed, signifying their eternal love for each other. Visitors came, visitors went. Nobody pays them much mind, unfortunately. Mostly because the past couple of days have been extremely active. So much has happened in such a short order. It's hard to even take stock of their own magical power growing, almost exponentially. unfortunately, the two members of the community were in charge of unraveling the secrets that they have forgotten, being both newly mothered. Means that not a lot gets done in the side of research. It is decided, perhaps due to how hard they've been working lately, that once they begin to cook again, for a period of time, they will make simple meals. Just for a period of time. After all, they have more than enough meat for it. A ruins explorer shows up. They are quick to meet with them. For now, they part with their stags. To purchase a treaty on mining. They have little else to trade, and after the malaria and flu incident, they are hesitant. While they could get money for their herbal medicine, they wish to hold on to it a little while longer. As yet another thunderstorm passes through, the colony groans. They're growing weary of this. They've collected quite a bunch of rice. Shelia gets to work quickly, lightning having destroyed. Important gates that kept the animals in place. But none of the important animals were able to escape, thankfully. They have so much food now. They need not worry, but one of the biggest things holding them back currently remains research. Trunka studied the ancient path of mining. They felt a little weird. They felt more akin to dwarves than elves living underground like this. It was frustrating, to say the least. No matter. There was so much work to do. Ah, the happy laughter of a babe. Only monsters would find themselves without an uplifted heart upon hearing that. Yet more evidence to them, they are far from monsters. The research continues at a frustratingly low pace. They can begin on their next stage just as soon as this research is completed. There's so much to do, so very much. Sighing in frustration, they begin to plan the next phase. That being a series of homes. Better housing than just tents. As nice as the tents are, they grow weary of them. It's also decided that storage is needed. To house the wood and timber. But more storage options are on their way if only they can be patient. People quickly get to work. It's deemed that the fire is to be deconstructed. Or they have a plan. Nibbling on the fungus, they find that it is quite tasty. And as good as the rice is, well, it just doesn't satisfy. They're so close now. They feel that the more advanced forms of storage are just within their grasp. But it feels like every time that they sit down to research, something else requires their attention. And when they return to it, they spend half of their time just getting back up to speed. Camisa is livid over this, but she is a mother. Nevertheless, there is work to be done that others can be doing. sight of a great battle will be happening very, very shortly. But getting there will be the hard part. It means sneaking past groups who do not like them very much, to say the least. Franka finds himself, after having read the book, being more speedy with his hands when it comes to mining. But at least the children are happy. Tranka and Andriel find that makes their work a lot lighter. Chipping away at the stone. Is not easy, but it needs done. This is what they tell themselves. An eclipse happens, which is both good and bad for the group. On one hand, the curse that Bryn has placed upon them does not affect them as severely. On the other hand, just because the darkness is there does not necessarily make it easier for them. No matter war horns sound, and the group lines up, ready to defend themselves from all oncoming threats. The enemies of the village find themselves beset by wolves. Impids. None of them of interest. The spectral wolves attempt to help, but their time is too short. They feel guilt over having killed these people, but there was no other way. They tell themselves this over and over again. No other way. They notice a timberwolf and a lynx have been active. Problematic to say the least, but the least of their concerns right now. It is Kamisa who makes the breakthrough, figuring out the final designs of everything that they wanted to make. And with that, they begin. It is a harsh life, but they've lived harsh lives. But at the same time, they are tired of the bloodshed. So, very tired of the bloodshed. The eclipse lifts, both to their jubilation and to their regret. They feel this strange alien power growing within them. They all feel it. Some more than others. The first of the shelves is constructed. And then the second. A third, instead of holding meat, it is to hold their pemmican. They know that it is dwindling in supply, but There's only so much that they can do. They focus their work. Getting everything put away so neat, so careful. Cleaning. Getting the meat put away. This will make it faster for them. In order to pave the way for what needs to be made. More wood is chopped. And then a boom rat self-tames, another quarrelsome beast. No matter. All things in due time. Despite the hectic season, the thunder season being the worst of them all, and the raids, they have survived relatively unscathed. Tranka does not even carry scars from his burns. They need to remove their dependence on that tree, and they know it. They must meditate. Word comes to them through magical means that nearby It's a stash containing goods. You'll have to look into this. But that can come another time. Well, Andriel and Ithel, as a loving couple, take a walk together. Let us go ahead and end it here. We close this chapter and look forward to the next. Goodbye, my friend.